Hello and welcome to the GI Huddle. Today's interview is sponsored by Altenar, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hi Didier, thanks very much for joining us today.
Hi Tim, thank you very much for inviting me as well.
Yeah, it's our pleasure to have you on the GI Huddle. To start with, can you give us an intro into Golden Palace, what the company does, and kind of what markets it works on?
Yeah, so Golden Palace is in Belgium, the oldest company in Belgium on the casino side. Who operates as well on the land-based market with over 40 gaming halls in Belgium, and that for over 55 years. So that's been a long time. Since 10 years, we are also active online with goldenpalace.be. What I can have to say more about our company is that our company is a real 100% Belgium legal company, but it also is a family company. That is something really important as a value. So we are not a really big company. We are a small company with family values. That's quite important to say. Besides that, we have 500 people working for Golden Palace, so also on land-based, as on online-based, as on marketing-based, as on distributing new machines for our gaming halls. So that's a lot of people, technicians. And the positive thing is we're expanding all the time. So this year we will open a lot of more local points of sale this year. That means that Golden Palace will be expanding to be more closer and more reachable towards their clients. So we are an old company, but we evolved towards a bigger market, and especially on land-based and online.
You mentioned the 10 years, so it's a landmark sort of year for you guys. It'll be a 10-year anniversary online. Congratulations on that, first of all. But
Thank
how
you.
are you how are you planning to celebrate? And how do you look back on that 10-year journey for the company?
Maybe you can see it, but I'm really tired. So it means that we just finished our 10 years of Golden Palace. So it was an amazing journey. We had 10 tournaments running during 10 days, where we give away Audi Sports Q5 Sportsbook experience, so a car. And the total prize pool was 65,000. During this promotion, we got a lot of great positive feedback that gives a lot of energy to continue this kind of doing promotions from our clients. So yeah, I'm quite happy. The numbers were good. The people were happy. The mechanics were great. It was awesome. So we partied well, but now, like after every other party, we're quite tired.
Absolutely, but I bet the person who got the Audi were pretty happy.
Yeah, he was happy. I contacted him in the beginning of this week because we also do a recalculation of the leaderboard. He was amazingly happy. So he said, yeah, it would be an amazing experience for me. So that's one of the values that we work on as well, because as the first one online, as a provider, we actually stand by our values, like innovations, and always looking for some new opportunities for our players. With now, for example, the gasoline prices are rising. Maybe we'll give some 1,000 liters gasoline, for example. So we're always looking to get the players involved towards our casino games and towards our sports tournaments as well, by giving them good prizes, which allows players to play for a minimum amount and to win big, and that's amazing. Besides that, the normal promotions are running. We are developing new style of gaming. We visit a lot of expertise centers to say the new way to go on is arcade games and multiplayer games, like everybody plays online. But now they do it on our casino. So we're one of the Belgium's casino who offers a grand offer of arcade games. And we see now our competitors following. So we know that the market is ready for some new kind of games. So that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, you talk about kind of the customer experience there, and being an online casino operator. You talked a little bit about how you may kind of differentiate there. How do you aim to stand out? Because obviously it's a big competitive market, and it's difficult to differentiate that much in the terms of that there are a lot of kind of similar offerings. And obviously no disrespect there, but it's that type of market in that
yeah, for sure,
no two products are going to be that different. And what are the kind of main challenges in the kind of that looking to stand out?
Yeah. So one of the main, like you already said, one of the main thing is that the market's evolving quickly. During times of COVID, we saw some the sports bet dropping down. We saw some search for still to have some bets on sports, so we installed virtual sports. We saw that the esports was lifting up incredibly, so we've put it on some bigger markets instead of esports. Instead of casino gaming, we want to bring people together, so we allow them on our website to compete against each other, and even are they able to win money. So instead of like say the really good thing that is running on the social media with their social media games for free, that is passing by towards the casino world as well. Because when people are getting the adrenaline of winning a game easy on PlayStation, Xbox, computer or whatever, is the same adrenaline they will search on the casino way. It's the same adrenaline they search on sports betting. It's always quite exciting if you see your screen exploding, or you see that the top scorer of your favorite team scored the last minute. It's always adrenaline. So we're looking for some new things to find for our players a new adrenaline. So we're looking into some marble games, for example. That's something that is on the roadmap. Besides that, we still don't keep supporting local initiatives, because that's for us really important. Like, we have got good sponsorships with Antwerp, which is playing now the Champions playoffs. We have the playoffs in Belgium. It's completely different than in all the rest of the world, but we have them. Yeah. We are also sponsoring KVK Kortrijk, which is a really good football team as well, but not playing on the playoffs. We have also on basketball side Charleroi Spirou and Antwerp Giants, who are well known even on the industry in international basketball field, and so on. And what do we do now is we also are sponsoring now to uplift our vision and our in-view on esports. We are sponsoring now Kaiser and Imperium, which are two Belgium esports teams. So we sponsor them and hope they will get even better than they already are. So we're looking towards opportunities in every kind, even it's for a good cause, even it's for sponsoring teams. It's not only for our players, it's also for our community, for our environment. We also want to evolve to be an energy neutral company. That's something beside our players will appreciate, because nature is one of the things that is put it well in front at the moment, and something that we have to care of on our own. That these are company values which we want to correspond to our players. To say, we will work as well for the nature. We are not only there to give you pleasure, but we will take off the environment. We will take off the new things that are offered by the market due of continued investigation. We are still on the looking out for some new plans, some new things to involve, some new promotional ways to involve, to get people get a lot of good feeling when they are playing, and not just to play for the adrenaline, or not just to play to win money. Because the slogan with our odds is play as you are. You can play if it's for your pleasure, but you can't play if you need money and you need to win money. That's not the right reason to play. You have to play for your amusement and to have fun and to get the adrenaline kick, but not to destroy your life. Instead of the other thing around, we will help those players as well to say, okay, we noticed that the amount of bets are rising. Is everything okay? We will contact them as well. So that's also something on liability and on trustfulness on the sides of our company. It's something really important.
Yeah, absolutely. Plenty you mentioned there, but of a big focus on sports and esports as well, which I guess it's slightly different, but maybe I don't know if you consider it probably a similar field. Esports is. So I'm just thinking now myself: is esports sports, or is it it's a question in itself?
Sports. It's a sport. It's like fishing. It's like darts. Everybody say you can play it at your home. It's not a sport. I do believe that those guys which are training 8 hours a day, like in Belgium, everybody goes crazy about darts. Those guys are training. Dimitri van den Berg is training 8 hours a day. I do believe that esports is the same. It's a regime. It's studying. If I talked with those guys and they are studying maps, they are studying the speed they will run. They're studying on how quickly a button can move to aim for a shoot. They're studying incredible things, and they know on which targets they have to work. If it's faster diving, faster running, it's more accuracy. It's hiding places. It's incredible. The mechanics that are after esports are going. For someone who is unknown, you just think, hey, those guys are playing a game. No, this is serious. This is really serious.
Yeah, I agree.
And for sure, it's all about the money.
Yeah.
If you can see the international tournaments, when they gave in America, it's much bigger than ours. When they gave $1 million for the winners, or $10 million even for the winners, they won't let it go. They will take any chance to train. They will do anything to get even better and to hopefully take the first prize. And maybe one of the sponsorship teams we've got, Kaiser or Imperium, will reach there, and we will be there, of course.
Fully agree about darts, by the way. For me, I'm a huge darts fan. Definitely a sport, like you said, the amount of practice and rehearsal that goes into that. With esports, I was actually thinking even the other side is it's going to become so big. Some people certainly believe so, that you'll have sports betting and then you'll have esports betting as a whole different game. But either way, in terms of both, looking at sports, there's obviously a crossover with casino and sports. And as you say, you've gone into kind of sports because it's a wide variety of options. Why have you chosen to go with Altenar as a sportsbook provider?
Yeah, so we did a lot of investigation, but since the beginning, Altenar was a dynamic, innovative, and reactive brand in the market. So after the investigation, they were the only one who could provide us everything what was on our wish list. And that besides that, the constructive way Altenar works and the good relationship we have with all there, from the CEO till the account manager, till the 24/7 support. It all be running gently, all be running really reactive. Also, try finding solutions, helping us on fraud investigations. That means that our values, which are very important for us as a company, but also in a way of working with each other. So that's for us the important thing. Beside that is they give us analysis much deeper than the other ones, so we can follow our players. We know when they are playing, on which market, which are playing, which age they are, and even when we uploaded the version 2, which launched last year, I believe, before the European Championships we had, because they were delayed due of COVID. The analysis they offered was very credible, so we could fully obtain those numbers and take them with us and see which way we were going to go, or which players we must give extra attention, or which players we must keep an eye on. So for this one, it's incredible. They offer everything we needed. It's compact, it's fluid, it's efficient, it's great. So that's the reason for us we going by Altenar, and still going with Altenar, even installed the version 2 last year, because we really do believe that the product is awesome. It's awesome.
Sure. And bearing in mind what you do on sports and what you do with Altenar, what's the crossover like with online casino and sportsbook? And what I mean particularly by this is, how helpful is adding sportsbook to, let's say, an operator who is a big online casino operator, has been doing it for years? I mean, much like yourselves before you went into sports. How much of a game changer is adding sports to that offering?
Yeah. So we did go, like I already told you, within Golden Palace, we like to offer personalized and the biggest offer. So this is on the casino side as well as on the sports side betting. We can see a lot of players playing them both. Like already told, the sensation they are looking for, even if it's a football match or is it casino, it's the same. Within the quiet difference that we can see that the traffic between our betting shops and our gaming halls is quite more difficult to obtain than online, because they have to trust. They meet people directly. They will drink a soda with them. They talk with them. So the difference between the crossover is not easy to tell. We can see that a lot of clients online are playing both, but we can see also that on land-based, where we have 40 gaming halls for now, we can see that the crossover is not that quite high, because the reason why is just personalized. It's they know the people who are working there. They know the technician. They know they can be there at 10 o'clock in the morning, and there will be somewhere to talk with. And that's something completely different with online. So in case of that one, we have online a lot of who play both, and the guys which are VIPs play really them both. And for sure they are drawn, because in Belgium we changed the law, so you can't do anything towards acquisition bonuses or something like that. So that's totally forbidden. So what do we see is that a lot of clients are arriving now towards tournaments, and tournaments is a new way of handling sports betting. So people want to show that they are good in their, let's call it profession sometimes, and they can show it, and we can show it in the leaderboards, how they can being the best. So that's a competitive thing as well. So is there a crossover? Yes. Is there a way that people would like to compete each other on an online base? Yes. It's the same as online based. You are quite jealous when you are in a casino and you are playing 1 hour on a slot game and you see the guy next to you winning a big jackpot. It's the same. You're getting jealous. You want to get better. You want to have the chance as well. You will try again. So that's how we're doing to get it on with tournaments. So it's been a crossover, and we're also doing promotions where they have to sometimes play both. The difference between us and one of our competitors is that we obtain low stakes. So even with a €2 bet, you can win up to €1,000 in a tournament. So it's a lot of added value. That's the way we attract players at the moment, to give them low stakes betting possibilities on easy markets. We're not going too deep. We're not going to get so many corners, so many penalties. No, we just do 1x2 or over under. That's the easiest things in the sports world. And they are attracted to that, because it's you can win for €2, you can win 1,000. Everybody wants to win €1,000 for €2. That's amazing.
Absolutely. Yeah,
that's amazing.
No, I totally take that on board. And for this next question, actually, I'll take on board the point that you said that it's maybe slightly more difficult to get this data. I think you said it was in land-based, right, in terms of the crossover. But from what data you have seen, or what you can tell, something I've always been interested in: do more casino players cross-sell to sports betting, or the other way around? Is it more likely that a sports bettor might see a slot or a casino and think, "Oh, that's for me," or is it equal?
I think it's rather equal. I've talked about, because I'm rather well in contact with our clients, and when I see them, there is not quite a cross-selling. When they comes to our casino, they already know the offer, and they know if they want to already play casino or sports. Not a lot of our clients will be playing casino and sports on the same day they do registration. So it will take some time. It will take some learning as well, because a lot of casino players, which are profoundly playing casino and watching live streams of casino, they will play casino games, and they interested in sports. In sports, that's a personalized interested. They could be more interested in music and not in sports, but everybody's interested in music. So we know that on casino you have the instant adrenaline, and on sports you sometimes have to wait until the end of the game, until the end of your multiple odds tickets. The time for waiting is longer. So if you can say if there is a clear crossover between casino and sports, yes, there is, but it goes slowly. It goes slowly.
Sure, no, that makes sense. Last couple of questions from me. Looking ahead with these ones, we're already into April for 2022. A few big industry events coming up. Q1's out of the way. What are the plans for Golden Palace for the rest of 2022?
So I can tell you that the season of 2022 is already fully prepared. So we're expecting on casino side a lot of new providers, which we'll add towards our website. So our clients will get to know some new brands, some brands exclusivity in Belgium that can never be found on our competitor side. So that's the most important thing. In case of sports, we are already preparing the big events this year, because due of COVID and it will be played in Qatar. There is a lot of fuzz around it. So some sponsors are withdrawing it. So we're preparing, but if you prepare on sports, everything can happen. Everything can happen. So, for example, last year we call it in Belgium a toto. It's a predictable tournament. Let's say if you got all the matches right, you will win. Last year we almost gave away 1 million. So we had one player who had them almost everything correct. It was amazing. So we are planning to do this year as well for the World Cups. Besides of that, let me check soon on the calendar. I think what's hot as well for us and for our players, and even for the new players, is that this year we're going to launch a fantasy league. It will something be for free for clients with nice prices. So not like 1x2 or something like that, but really choose a team from the World Cups and choose your top scorer, and then we will calculate points, and then we go on to the final. So you can participate for free, you can win nice prizes. But I really do believe that fantasy is something. We all played Hat-Trick in our time. We all played Championship Manager in our time. People love to think. People love to read magazines. People love to predict. And if you can do it on a freely base, like with the fantasy leagues, where they got a lot of options, people for sure will join us. So that's a really important thing that I'm evolving now. It's the fantasy league. It will be completely custom. And for sure, what the plans are 22, we are building a complete new platform. So I will tell you a secret. We will launch soon. Golden Palace will be completely revamped, completely personalized on personal preferences. We will even have a button, I'm feeling lucky, and a random game or a random bet will open. So it will be incredibly exceptional. It will be something completely new. We worked on it very hard, and it will be launched probably autumn this summer. We will get a completely revamp of the existing Golden Palace, because the website, of course, The front has changed a lot during the 10 years, but existing is still old. So if we want to, we started from scratch to do it personalized, to do it adaptional. When a client opens a screen and you're sitting next to him and you open Golden Palace as well, you will get a completely different view on that website. It will be completely personalized. So a lot of data will be gained there and will be used there to get your preferences, to help you with finding your way of games and to help you stimulate to play on an even more play safe, play legal base, and not just trying games for anyhow.
So big plans there. I can agree about the importance of a fantasy league. We've got one in Gambling Insider. I'm doing well. I'm not first, unfortunately, but hopefully, we can change up between now and the end of the season.
It can change any week.
Absolutely. And on the topic of things changing, this will be a bit of a crystal ball question, my last one, because anything can happen in the 10 years that. So you've just celebrated your 10 years. But if you were to imagine the company in 10 years' time, your next landmark anniversary, the 20 years online, what would you be hoping for, and what would you hope to have achieved by then?
Yeah, so we will keep on searching new ways to give our players the games they need to see the market evaluate towards even better graphics, even towards more possibilities to manipulate the game outcome, because that they love as well. If you can see, for example, strategic dice on Belgium ground, it's where you have to place the dices next to each other in 4 boxes. It's going awesome numbers. So we see that on our market, people like to, between brackets, manipulate the outcome. Yeah, so that is definitely a market we're going to continue on. Of course, we want to, for now on, we see every month the numbers of mobile traffic increasing. So at the moment now, we are developing much more widgets to help our new customers, to help our old customers to find their way more easy. We're going to develop completely new apps during those 10 years. We want to have a link between our land-based gaming halls, our land-based points of sales, and our online, so they can use the account they have on both environments. So we really want to go to be flexible. We really want to go to have less clicks towards they want to be. So on efficiency, we'll be working hard on being reachable. Our support must be open within a couple of years, 24/7, 7/7, responding within 2 minutes. It's all a dream because we are, like say, a family company, so we don't have a lot of people working over there, but we're still managing it like on top of our level of our expertise. So that's great, but we can enlarge, and that's for sure. So those are all things that are on track, and of course, to want to be well known with sponsorship, or our sports team, or an individual cyclist, or a darts player, or even on esports. So we want to help people with the things that they are good in, on a way to give them the most opportunities they can have for the future. It's not only us looking out for our clients, but also the clients looking out for us. So it's both. So we will keep on supporting good causes. We will keep on supporting all sports and all different things. So yeah, it's just enlarging brand, enlarging the good vibes around the brand, because we are Golden Palace. We are not just a big company who offers 25,000 new games a month. No, we select those games. We will see that the quality is high, the quality is good. So there is still a lot of work to do, but I can assure you, we will still go, and we are ready for it. So let the next 10 years come for sure.
Well, Didier, best of luck, and been a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you very much, and see you soon. And good luck in your fantasy league.
Thanks very much.
Thanks. Bye-bye.